achieved.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome into Studio Day Heffrey. Today I'm wearing my, oh wait, no, I thought this was my Bears Will Kill You shirt. This is a different hiking shirt. What's up, everybody? Mel Kiper dropped his mock draft 2.0, and so I'm here to just take you through it because I enjoy the mock drafts. I enjoy going through it and seeing the different scenarios that could play out and what you think about it. Now, we'll go 1 through 32. And I got to tell you, I'm predicting that number 1 will not happen. I don't think Joe Burrow is going to be a Bengal. Over the last 2 days, I've decided that I've heard enough hints from Joe that he don't want to be a Bengal. And if somebody doesn't want to be on your football team and they really threaten you, which he hasn't done yet, to be clear, all he said is something along the lines of, I have leverage too, which is really weird. If you want to go to the team and you want to be the number 1 overall pick, you just say, yeah, I'd love to play for them. I can't wait. Hopefully they pick me. If they don't, they're making a big mistake. But he's not doing anything along those lines. So it sounds like Joe Burrow doesn't want to be a Bengal. I'm putting in the call that the Carolina Panthers are going to trade up to number 1. I don't know the exact cost. Obviously, it would be number 7 overall, next year's number 1, and whatever else. But I think Carolina is going to come get that number 1 pick. Remember, they got Joe Brady, who was with Joe Burrow at LSU. He's at Carolina now with Matt Rule. So I think Joe Burrow will end up playing for the Carolina Panthers with the first overall pick. What's up now? That's my prediction. But we're doing Mel Kiper's mock draft 2.0. At number 1, he has Cincinnati taking Joe Burrow. And he said, I don't see this changing over the next 2 months. Adam Schefter's already reported the Bengals have no intention of trading down. So, it's a weird thing. What do you do if the guy doesn't want to be there? At number 2, Washington Redskins take Chase Young, defensive end, Ohio State. And I've been thinking about this. And I'm going to change my official stance because my stance has been Washington should not trade down. They should take Chase Young because I do think that there's a really big drop-off from Chase Young to the rest of this pass rushing class. But I also think about this. Who's your favorite team? Whoever your favorite team is, like, okay, here's the Cowboys, right? DeMarcus Lawrence is you guys are going to be mad about him having 5 sacks last year. Let's pretend it's a year ago to make everybody happy. Your Pro Bowl and potentially all-pro pass rusher, how much does he have to do with winning compared to, let's say, your quarterback? Jared Goff has more to do with winning than Aaron Donald, right? Dak Prescott has more to do with winning than Tank Lawrence, or pick whoever you think their second best player is. Amari Cooper, Byron Jones, Zeke, Tyron, Zach, whatever. The quarterback has so much more to do with the outcome of a game that if you can get somebody to pay the right amount to come get Chase Young, you should take it. Or you could take it, and I wouldn't be mad at you. The quarterback is so important that somebody's going to offer you the moon to come take one there. But you know what? If I were Washington, what I would do is I would hold a really tough stance on people. I'd be like, yeah, this pick is for sale. But you have to get up to number 3 first. Get to 3, then come get my pick. Because I'm getting Chase Young. So maybe I'd split the difference that way. But Chase Young, Ohio State pass rusher to the Redskins. At number 3, Detroit Lions. Mel Kiper has him taken to a T, Alabama quarterback. And I could totally see it. It seems like up to this point, everybody's been saying Jeff Okudah from Ohio State, the cornerback to Detroit. But it's really starting to sound like Matt Stafford's on the trade block based on what some people are writing and reporting. And if Matt Stafford's on the trade block, it probably means they're in love with one of these quarterback prospects because they're going to eat $32 million in dead money if they trade Matt Stafford. So if they're willing to do that, it's because they've found a guy that they really like, and they're ready to take him. So I would not be shocked by this at all. To a T, number 3, to the Detroit Lions, which means the New York Giants have Jeff Okudah fall in their lap. I actually like what Kiper's doing here because I think it's a fun exercise. The Giants have been tied to offensive tackles at number 4 for pretty much everybody. You've been seeing a lot of the Alabama left tackle, Wills. You've been seeing a lot of him going at number 4, Jedrick Wills. But here Okudah's available instead of going to Detroit. And so New York abandons building that offensive line for Daniel Jones because there's a player at a really valuable position. DeAndre Baker didn't have the rookie season that they hoped that he would, and Jeff Okudah is an incredible prospect. Now we go to Miami at number 5. And Mel Kiper's got him going Justin Herbert, Oregon quarterback. And get ready for this. We were talking about this yesterday on the G-Bag Nation featuring Brian Broaddus these days. The quarterbacks are going to go quick. It doesn't matter how highly they're evaluated or if you think that they're all franchise players, because quarterback is so important. They're going to go quick. And at the top of this draft, Cincinnati needs a quarterback. Detroit maybe needs a quarterback. They're acting like they do. Miami needs a quarterback. The Chargers need a quarterback. The Panthers probably need a quarterback. So I don't know if the top 4 quarterbacks get out of the top 7 or 8 picks. That includes Jordan Love. But we'll see what Kiper does. But here, Justin Herbert goes number 5 to the Miami Dolphins. That makes sense. You get 3 quarterbacks going in the top 5. Quarterback is super important, so it happens. At number 6. Now the Chargers, who don't have a quarterback. They do have Tyrod Taylor. Chargers take Jedrick Wills, offensive tackle, Alabama, at number 6. Then, at number 7, the Carolina Panthers take Derek Brown, the defensive tackle out of Auburn, who is a monster. Oh, he's a monster. At 8, the Arizona Cardinals, Tristan Wirfs, offensive tackle, Iowa. That's good, because my guy Kyler needs some help. My guy Kyler kind of made it work last year. I don't know if everybody was paying attention, but Kyler had that offense doing some good things with terrible protection. So protect him. Thanks. Jacksonville, Isaiah Simmons from Clemson. Safety, linebacker, slot corner, boundary corner. Probably call him a linebacker in the NFL. Cleveland Browns at number 10. Mekhi Becton, the offensive tackle out of Louisville. And Becton is a monster. He's 370 pounds and he's not fat. I've seen video of his workouts getting ready for the pre-draft process. He's just a monster of a man, but at 370, he's not fat. He's athletic. It's nuts. Number 11, our first receiver off the board is CeeDee Lamb to the New York Jets. Dang it. I wanted him. Give him to Sam Darnold. That'll probably help you out a little bit there, Sammy. New York Jets, CeeDee Lamb at 11. At 12, the Raiders, Jerry Jeudy out of Alabama, wide receiver. That's nice. What are they going to do at quarterback? At 13, the Indianapolis Colts take Javon Kinlaw, defensive tackle out of South Carolina, which just gashes my soul wide open as they take the guy I want the Cowboys to get. 14, a guy we haven't talked about enough for the Cowboys. I don't know if he'll be available. I don't know where he'll be drafted. His production wasn't great, but when he's at his best, he looks phenomenal. Lavon Chason, the pass rusher from LSU, goes to Tampa Bay at 14, according to Kiper. I think we should probably throw his name into the mix for the Cowboys if he's available at 17, because there aren't a lot of rushers in this class that are sort of the Gumby, turn-the-corner speed guys, and he is. So we may need to start considering him, although who knows what the Cowboys front office or scouts will think about his ability to play on the edge. I still believe it was Rod Marinelli that said TJ Watt can't put his hand on the ground. Will McClay, I know, is a kind enough man to own that pick, but we'll see what they think about Chason. At number 15, Josh Jones, offensive tackle out of Houston, goes to the Denver Broncos. At 16, A.J. Epinesa, the defensive end out of Iowa, who's an awesome player. I just question if he's got enough athleticism and juice to be an impact pass rusher in the NFL. 6'6", 280. Monster man, goes to the Falcons, which at 17 leaves a lot of options available for the Cowboys. And Mel Kiper has them take Xavier McKinney, safety, Alabama. If they make that pick, I won't be mad, but I'll be like, man, it seems really high. And that's not fair. That's not fair to the young man, to the Roll Tide young man. He's a good player. I don't know if he has a super high ceiling as a prospect. Let's see what he does at the Combine, but he did have 3 picks, 4 forced fumbles last year. He's a good player for sure, and he would upgrade the Cowboys defense for sure. You'd start him along with Xavier Woods And you'd have a really nice safety combo. So I wouldn't be super mad at it, especially because they'd both be named Xavier, which is a lot of fun. So Xavier McKinney at number 17. Dolphins, Andrew Thomas, the offensive tackle out of Georgia at 18. Raiders at 19, Kenneth Murray, the linebacker out of Oklahoma. At 20, the Jaguars, Cj Henderson, cornerback, Florida. At 21, so as you can see, Cj Henderson is his second corner off the board, and he goes at number 20. So the Cowboys, there is a very decent chance that they have their choice of the second corner off the board, the first safety off the board, maybe the second edge rusher off the board. There's going to be a lot of offensive tackles. There's going to be wide receivers. There's going to be, obviously, quarterbacks that are coming off the board quickly, which will leave the Cowboys with a lot of options. It's just a matter of which route you want to go. For the Eagles, Mel Kiper goes T. Higgins, number 21 overall, the Clemson wide receiver. At 22 to the Bills is Henry Ruggs III, the Alabama burner, and I would make that pick over Xavier McKinney. Because for me, if I'm the Cowboys, I think you got to look around the room and say, hey, we need a safety. And maybe we don't need a wide receiver, but somebody in there has got to say, okay, but when we look back in 5 years, which player left on the board is going to have made the biggest impact in the NFL? Which one might be a star player? Which one's going to be changing the outcomes of games? And I think Henry Ruggs has a much better chance of being that than Xavier McKinney. So I would take Ruggs if I were the Cowboys in this scenario. Patriots, Jacob Eason, quarterback out of Washington at number 23. And I believe Jordan Love is still on the board, is he not? 24, the Saints. I love this because he's one of my guys. Noah Igbenogany, the cornerback out of Auburn. I'm hoping the Cowboys can get him at 51, but Kiper's giving us a little bit of a different look here with him going in the first round. Another guy I would love the Cowboys to get at 51. He's got the Vikings taking at 25. Antoine Winfield Jr., safety, Minnesota. He is super good. He's good at everything. He's got a little bit of an injury history, but he can play whatever you want at safety. Deep, underneath, sure tackle, cause turnovers. Dolphins, 26, DeAndre Swift, the running back out of Georgia. Seahawks at 27, Justin Madubuike, defensive tackle, Texas A&M. Why are all my guys I'm trying to get at 51 going in the first round? Patrick Queen, LSU linebacker to the Ravens at 28. 29, Yetur Gross-Matos, defensive end, Penn State. I really like him. I like Gross-Matos a lot. Let's see what he does at the Combine. I hear that he might test pretty well. His tape is better than people are giving it credit for, and I think he should be a first-round pick. Packers, Justin Jefferson, wide receiver, LSU. It's such a stacked wide receiver class. He's a nice route runner. I think he'll be a successful slot guy. I don't know. I don't think he'll tear up the Combine. If he does, that'd be great for him. But to me, Jefferson's more of you can just trust him to be a solid route runner, find ways to get open, bust zones, make tough catches over the middle. He could be a solid 2 or 3 for your team, I think. If he's more than that, then I'm wrong. 31, the 49ers take Grant Delpit, LSU safety, and at 32, the Chiefs take Cesar Ruiz, the center guard from Michigan. And that is Mel Kiper's first round of the mock draft. What do you wish the Cowboys had done? Let me know in the comments. I still got a bunch of stuff from you guys from yesterday's video, so I'll probably make a video this evening that's sort of a mailbag situation. But when a big mock draft comes out, I do like to examine them. I like to break them down. I like to talk to the people about the mock draft. All right, you can still leave in the comments what you want to talk about tomorrow or even this evening. I will try to do the mailbag tonight. Just make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, Jeff Kavanaugh, and make sure that you've got the notifications on so that you will know when a video comes out. Also, if you're not checking 1053thefan.com every day, what are you doing? You get the videos. You get all the latest news. You get everything. It's become your only site you need to go to on the entire internet when it comes to sports. All right, I'll catch you guys on the radio here in just a bit.